What's up everyone, Ronnie here to bring you another shoe review video. Today's shoe review is going to be on the OLLO Parkour shoe. Now this is actually the most requested shoe review I've received in comments and emails and things like that, so it's about time that I do a review on these. I know these are really popular in the community. I've seen them worn at jams and in videos, so I've been excited to finally do a review on these as I've been able to wear them for the past year. So starting off with the OLLO shoe, we're going to take a look at the sole. So as you can see here, the sole has the nice flat surface, which I like in parkour shoes, which is great. And it's also one solid piece of rubber, which is important for durability. So that means you don't have to worry about big chunks of rubber pieces ripping off, and you don't have to worry about the weird arch getting in the way of precision jumps, and surface area for grip. So that they scored well. Now what I really do love about these shoes is they're great on walls and rough surfaces like bricks and concrete and things like that. The rubber is that kind of soft type of rubber that just grips really well to any kind of surface that has a little bit of texture. And so if you're into wall runs and tic-tacs and those types of things, wall flips, these are definitely great for that because they got amazing grip on walls. I will say that in my experience their grip isn't as great on handrails and other slick type of surfaces. I would blame that on actually the dust that gets picked up very easily on the rubber, because the rubber is softer, it tends to stick a bit more to dust as you're walking on ground, and so it's really hard to always wipe off all the dust so it's not too slippery. They still work fine, they work good on handrails, you'll be able to get away with doing that type of stuff. I didn't have too many problems with it, but they're definitely, you know, it's something you have to be more aware of than other shoes I've experienced. But on that note, one thing to keep in mind is that if it's raining or if it's wet outside, that means they're going to be super clean, and they have amazing grip on handrails and all sorts of surfaces when they're wet, which is kind of surprising because you think if they're wet they would slip more, but not with these guys. Now let's look at the structure and padding. So the padding of these shoes I would say are like a medium padding. I wouldn't say is like a high impact shoe. It doesn't have a really thick sole. It's not like super minimalist, but you can definitely feel what's under your feet. So there is enough padding to take decent drops, but you'll still need proper technique, otherwise you'll feel it in the balls of your foot or in the heels. Additionally, what I like about these shoes is the flexibility. These ones have been broken in for a while, so that definitely helps, but as you can see, they just fold up, roll around, have really nice flex to them, which is important when doing parkour because the more movement your foot has, the more you can feel the surfaces under your feet and the more control you have as you're doing parkour. There's also this little interesting gap right here just above the toes, which I believe helps give it more flex for the toes. Which is never bad. It's something you'll want to be aware of, that if you have bad landings, it'll be easier to injure your feet, but you shouldn't be doing big drops if you have bad landings. The only negative thing I would say, which most shoes actually have this feature, so I can't really knock them too hard for this, is I'm always annoyed by the sole indent here that kind of angles inwards, because if this edge starts wearing out, it means your foot is going to be hanging over that edge, which is going to make it easier for your ankle to roll. But that's just kind of something you have to deal with because most shoes actually have that feature. And I haven't really ran into that problem with these shoes. That's just something I've noticed because I have rolled my ankle in other shoes that do have that feature, but it's not a super big deal. So yeah, that's my basic review on the OLLO Parkour shoe. They are a fun shoe to use and they work great in many different situations. Once again, they lean more towards walls than handrails, but they're good enough all around in all sorts of situations, and they're amazing if you're training in the rain on wet surfaces. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the OLLOs if you've trained with them, and additionally let me know what shoes you think I should do reviews on in the future. So, be sure to subscribe for more parkour and free running related videos, and thanks for watching.